Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanyamanoਭીष्ટಂ Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuttapadakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Saharana Raghunathamritam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशगोपिकान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण. I welcome all the devotees for today's session. So we'll continue the appearance of Satyavati. So we were discussing yesterday Uparicara Vasu. That means he always flies in the sky. Uparichara. That means the one who fly in the sky. Upari iti Uparicharaha. And his name is Vasu. So that's a Uparichara Vasu. This king, so when he was thinking about his beautiful wife, because of that, he got, it means various calamity. That means his semen was dropped out and he doesn't want to get it wasted. He packed that into a leaf and then he gave to a bird to hand over to his wife. So then that was, so there was a fighting between the two birds. So when it opened its mouth, its beak, then it fell into the river, Yamuna river. In that Yamuna river, there was one apsara who was cursed by Brahmaji and she became a fish. And immediately she has drunk that semen. Because of that, she became pregnant. After 10 months, so she got, that means, complete development of her womb. So one time these fishermen, they went to hunt for the fishes. At that time they caught this fish. They saw that there is so much big fish and that fish stomach is very much big. And then that's why they cut it and opened and saw. Then they saw one boy and one girl in human form. So they got surprised. So then they thought that This is the property of the king. That was the rule. Anything is found in kingdom other than their hard work. Suddenly something is appeared for them, then they will be giving that to the king. It was a This was a traditional system, but like example, while plowing your land, you may found some cages of gold. Then what it should be done? So who will be the owner of that? The king is the owner, and that will be given to him, and he will be distributing for the welfare of everyone. So because anything more than the hard work is available, that has to be given to handler. That has to be handed out to king. So that's why these fishermen, they gave to the king. That king is nothing but Uparicara Vasu. So this everything is happening in the kingdom of Uparicara Vasu only. So that means his son only now that both boy and girl are his son and girl, his daughter, his son and his daughter. So what he did? So he took boy with him, and his name is Matsya. Because he appeared from the fish, that's why his name was kept as Matsya, his fish. And he is very righteous king. That means that boy became Matsya king. And that in the other side, that means when the fishermen they cut that fish was released from the curse. That was the curse by the Brahmaji. So he cursed that apsara to take birth in Tiryak Yoni, that means in animal species. And after getting the birth, giving birth to a human child, human children, then she will be released from this curse. So like that Brahmaji gave, now she gave the birth to human child, human children. So that's why she was released from that curse. She became original form she got, apsara form, and she left that place. And then in that, the twins, one is boy and another is girl. Na? What about that girl? From that girl, she also took from that fish. There is a smell from her girl. That girl, fish smell. Did you see the fish smell? How it will be? It's very strong, and it's not good smell actually. One cannot so easily tolerating that. So she from her body that kind of smell used to come. Then king said that Uparicara Vasu to that fisherman. So you, my dear fisherman, so you take this girl with you only. You keep with you. Of course, she is my daughter, but she will be with you. You take her, this girl. Like that, he returned back that baby girl to the fisherman. Now that girl is Satyavati. रूप सत्व समायुक्ता सर्वे समुदिता गुणैः सातु सत्यवती नाम मत्स्याघात्या विसंश्रयात्. She was very beautiful and she is always endowed with righteousness, satyam, truth. and she's endowed with all the good qualities. But only the problem is fish smell from her body. Okay. So she was the fisherman, and she was called as Matsya Gandha. Gandha means smell. Matsya Gandha means fish smell. Her name is fish smell. So from whom? So fish smell comes, and she is known as Matsya Gandha. So like that, she became famous. She used to serve his father so nicely, fisherman father. So what she used to do in the Yamuna river, she used to ride a boat from this side to that side. She used to take the passengers on her boat and make them to cross that river. So like that, she used to help her father and get the money. Like that. But she is very beautiful. So one day, once upon a time, एक दिन का बात है. So there were so many Maharshis. They want to cross this river. They came there. She was very beautiful, and her the body structure is so much attractive. So anyone can become attracted to her. Such a physique she was having. And also her smiling was very attractive. So like that, all the best features for a girl, whatever should be there, she was having. So in the Maharshis, Parasara also is there. Okay? And this Parasar, so is desiring to cross the river, and he sat in the boat. Then he asked directly to her, Sangamam mama kalyani kurushvetyabhyabhashata Samravita Pashya Bhagavan Paravare Stitan Rushin. He directly proposed, oh beautiful girl, I want to have so Sangama. Sangama means I want to unite with you. So like that he said. Then that girl, what she said? So because you see, Parasar Rishi is having effulgent face and is belong to Brahmana family and full of austerities, and is very socially, if you see, very high status is having, and also having a good age, is an old man, and she is a young girl. And he asked, so I want to unite with you. So she couldn't say no, but she said that Bhagavan Savravita Pashya Bhagavan Paravare Stitan Rishin. So she is saying, seeing the rishis on this side and that side. That means few rishis already crossed the boat that side, and also this side also rishis are there. Everyone is watching how they can unite. So she said that everyone is seeing, and lot of rishis are there on the both sides. So in this situation, how it is possible our union? So like that, she very nicely so presented her rejection. Then this powerful Farasar. So what he did? Okay, don't worry, my dear Devi. You don't need to worry for this. I will do the arrangement. So for that he created a fog. Immediately he created a lot of fog. So that's why nobody is able to see. So some object which is near far. So then, so he did the sufficient arrangement. So everything became dark. Nobody is able to see them. So then, so this Satyavati started getting the shyness. My God, he already is a powerful rishi. And these rishis ashramas are the most safest places in this whole world. So any place is the most safest place means rishis and munis ashramas. Even when the Kayadu, so Hiranyakashipu went to the austerities to do the tapasya, and demigods attacked on Hiranyakashipu's kingdom, and they all defeated and everyone ran off. The demons are defeated. So at that time, Kayadu took the shelter of Rishi's ashram, so Narada Muni's ashram. And like that, you can see Mother Kunti, she also with her small boys, she was staying in the Rishi's ashram. Because the Rishis are the most, that means highly cultured and safest. That means they are very, so they are like a cow. They don't do any harm. And, but this Rishi is asking a girl to have union. So that means society values were like that. Rishis without any great cause, they never do go for this actually. And they are not lusty like others. That was the culture actually. So that's why she accepted. Accepted means she asked that how it is possible, because everyone is seeing, like that she said. Because society was having the great respect on the rishis and munis. They are completely free from the lust, and they are not interested in any kind of lusty things, and not interested in any kind of the wealth and name, fame, so on. So they are very, very powerful, and they are austere in their tapasya. And having this kind of, that means with out of lust, if they have pleasure from the woman, then they're all the tapasya, the power of the tapasya, whatever they earned, everything will be lost. So that's why we don't see that. So generally, people they feel these rishis ashrams are the most safest. So Satyavati, now Parasar created everything, arrangements he did. Then Satyavati started saying, okay, my dear Bhagavan. So, because she is from a fisherman family and he is a great sage. And but she is very chaste and very pure. And now she said actually, Viddimam Bhagavan Kanyam Sada Pitrushanugam. Very important sloka, everyone should note. Viddimam Bhagavan Kanyam Sada Pitrushanugam. My dear Bhagavan, that means, oh my Lord. That means at the time they used to consider the rishis also like the Lord, and king also like Lord. So that's why, oh my dear lords, you already know I am unmarried girl and Pitru Vashanugam. I am under the control of my father. So that means all unmarried girls should be under the control of father. Pitru Vashanugam. So before the marriage, she should be fully under the control of father. The girl, whoever is rejecting the father's order, definitely she'll be getting the loss in the society. She'll be the loser in the society. So they have to follow the orders of the father. Father is the protector. When a situation comes, what father should have the qualities, that also we'll discuss. Now the situation is what? Every girl, unmarried girl, should be under the control of father. Pitruvashanugam. That means she is saying, I am under control of my father. And I am unmarried girl. That's why I am under the control of my father. Tvam sanyoga cha dushyeta kanya bhavo mamanaga. Kanyatve dushite vapi katam sikyeti jottama. Graham gantum rushe chaham धीमन्नास्तातुम् उत्सहे एतत्संचिन्त्य भगवन् विधत्स्वायदनन्तरम्. What a wonderful statement of the Satyavati. You should remember this. If she is saying, she is having full of respect for this Maharshi. She is not rejecting and she is not saying that you are a very lusty fellow. No. By seeing the man's face, woman can easily understand he is lusty or not. One Rishi is asking means at least for the great cause will be there. That's why he will be asking to have the union. That's very understandable. And he is so peaceful and so effulgent and is like a filled with the tapasya. And there is no point of lust in his face. She didn't say, you are lusty fellow, why you are asking me? No. Like in the case of the Puloma, the demon was trying to attack on the Puloma, Phrugu's wife. You can understand there the lusty feelings of that asura. Woman can easily understand. Even he is asking to have union, but the important thing is she doesn't have any kind of, so he doesn't have any kind of such a lusty things. So that's why feelings in his face. So because of this, so she didn't try to curse him or anything. No, she said only thing is, okay, there is a great reason to have union with me, but I am under the control of my father, and now if I unite with you, then I will lose my kanya bhava. That means once a girl unite with a man, then she will lose the kanyatvam, and that girl is not useful for donate to others. Actually, kanya danam in the marriage, what happens in the vivaha samskara? In vivaha samskara, kanya danam happens. Kanya danam means what? The girl who was not lost their kanyatvam. Kanyatvam will be there till they are not united with any man. If they have union with a man, then she is not a kanya. And even father donate her to someone, he will never get any kind of benefit. There is no use of that charity because he was not able to protect her and he was not able to offer the proper fresh, like fresh fruits if you offer. So like that for a man, for a boy, so kanya should be offered. Then you will be getting a lot of sukriti. So she is saying, my dear, so Dijottama, you are the best among the Dijas. You are the well-learned person. And if I unite with you, then I will lose my kanya bhav. then my Kanya Bhav is lost. That means my chastity is lost. Then how can I go to my house? Kanya tre dushite vapi katam shikye dujottama gruham gantum rushe chaham. How can I go to my house, my dear? So, oh great Brahmana, how can I go to my house? Dhiman nastatum utsahe. So, if I lost this, how can I live actually? How can I alive? I will die. Etat samchintya bhagavan viditsva yadanantaram. So you see, that's why my dear learned Brahmana, you please think about this. Then after this, whatever you want to do, you do. Yes, she can lose to, she's ready to marry him and losing the Kanyatva, no problem. So then marriage, after that, he has rights to unite with her. But now, she is not married at all. She is a Kanya girl. And she cannot go back to house. She is saying, if I lose my chastity, if I lose my Kanyatvam, then how can I go back to my house, to my father's house? Then I am not useful. That means I am not at all. That means from the childhood he has grown up to give me as a charity to someone. Kanyadanam. Marriage means Kanyadanam. And so that he is going to get the lot of Sukriti. Now I am destroying that. And how can I go back to my house if I unite with you? These are the values actually nowadays girls, they are not at all thinking. Before marriage, most of, that means so many girls, they were having the illegal relationships. It's increasing day by day. So demonically they are increasing. And because of this, what is happening? So fathers are losing the great piety, whatever they has to get, that is completely lost. This is one thing. And another thing is they are polluted. Then kshetra is polluted. Then whatever the seed you put, that cannot be growing nicely. So that's why kshetra suddhi is also very important. The girl's womb has to be clean. It should not be contaminated. So that's why she is saying like this. Then Parasara Muni is, and also she is saying, so then Parasara Muni said, so my dear, Biru, why you are worrying? Biru means like a deer. Deer is very beautiful and also her glances are with fear. Like that, Satyavati is also quite fearful actually. Oh my God, this great sage is directly wanting to have union, and even if she says no, and one more fear also is there. If for the rishis they are very effulgent like a fire. If this to them they don't ask such as cheap things, and if they go against to them, and if they get angry, and they can give curse also. So because they don't do any mistake. And such a person is asking. That's why she didn't openly, she didn't started blasting on him. No, she didn't do like that. And she expressed her concern because she gave a lot of respect to the Parasar. Because that is the culture at that time. Rishis were like that. And they are the shelter for the any so orphanage, woman or children or anyone, any living entity. They are the take carers. So then Parasara said, why you are worrying? Don't worry. Even you do whatever I ask. but still you will be Kanya only. Your chastity is not going to be lost. So this is the greatness. That means their intercourse, their union is not like the way the normal people, lusty people, or otherwise normal human beings, they do not like that. And also Parasara Muni, why he is desiring to have this? Because in other Puranas we can see, because that is the right time actually to have to receive a great soul who is going to benefit the entire humanity. And such a soul is waiting at the time to take birth in this planet. And rishis are watching that. And they are number one Jyotishis, that means astrologers. They know what is happening in the cosmos and who is waiting and which soul is now ready to enter into this womb. Everything they knows. So that's why Parasara is greatest welfarer of this entire university. So that's why universe. So that's why he wants to have union. So then he said that you don't worry, you will not be polluted even if you have union with me. Your kanyatvam will be like that only. Your chastity will be like that only. And but so now you accepted. So that's why I'm so much happy for this. Then you ask me, I'm going to give a boon to you. And like that, he also gave a boon to her. Then Satyavati asked the boon. What she asked? So she said that I'm having from my body this body is from the childhood is giving the smell of fish. So I want to be away from this. So then from that time onwards, from her body, there was no fish smell. And nice aroma started coming from her body. Parasar gave already, yes, your body today onwards, no fish smell, and beautiful and wonderful and aroma started coming from her body, and it is going for 1 yojana. And for such a long distance, more than 8 kilometers, I think, 8 miles or 1 yojana is equal to, I don't think. 8 miles or 8 kilometers. 8 miles, I think. 8 miles means it's almost 15 to 16 kilometers. So, such a long distance. Nowadays, everyone is using deodorant. Na? Everyone wants to become the Sugandha. That means they are applying the deodorants. And they want to attract with their beautiful smell from their body, even male and female. And but actually it's completely made out of alcohol and out of the some petrochemicals. And it's really very, very painful to the head. And it's very, very dangerous to the and it will lead to the cancer actually. Using the more deodorants, which are synthetic deodorants. Previously, people used to use the natural deodorant or whatever that. So they used to the different chandan. They used to use the chandan and different things and different liquids also they used to have. So, but now they are using the synthetic deodorants or synthetic chemicals and very dangerous for the skin. They will be getting the skin cancer because of this. Better is not to get the bad smell from our body. What can be done? We should not eat so much passionate food. Whatever the food you eat, and that is going to give the smell from your body. And whatever the consciousness you have, if you have in your mind all the time lusty desires, or otherwise all the time anger, and this kind of things are always going in your mind, whatever you think, based upon that, your body will be secreting the hormones. Different hormones are coming out. And because of lusty desires, bad hormones will be, that means secreted, and that will be coming, mixing in the blood, and that will be coming in the form of sweat from your body. Then that will be giving the very bad smell actually. This is the reason. So if your mind is completely free from the lusty and nasty and so angry, this kind of anarthas, you are free from this. Then your body also is not going to give bad smell. So that's why, and also you should eat the sattvic food. Krishna Prasadam you should eat. And keep the mind always with the full of peaceful mind. Your mind will be peaceful when you hear Krishna Katha. And anarthas will be clean. So in that peaceful mind, then no bad smell. So that's why aroma, bad smell, this solution is Krishna consciousness. For everything, the solution is best health and best features in the face, smiley face, and beautiful face, and happy mind, and no bad smell from the body. Everything is possible by becoming Krishna consciousness. This is only the solution. So that's why she gave. So she got the boon from Parasar. So Matsyagandha becomes Sugandha. And also immediately, so Parasar made her ready for to unite with her. Immediately she got Rutusnanam. Everything like a mantra. So Sadhyaha, Sadhyogarbha. That means immediately she, that means I already explained, when the woman does the Rutusnanam, then only she is fit to get the children. And one can unite with her husband. One means husband should unite with her and to get a child. Otherwise, without Rutusnanam, doing the Rutusnanam, so if one unite with wife, so then that is a papa. It's illicit sex. So now, immediately she got the Rutusnanam. That means Parasara is desiring to produce a child. He doesn't have any lusty desire. Oh, let me have a sex with her and enjoy my senses. My skin agitation will be clean, will be satisfied. That kind of thinking he has. It's never actually. These nasty guys nowadays who are narrating the Mahabharata, they are so projecting all their contamination from their heart in the stories, and they are pushing that dirtiness in the society. And they keep on vulgarly speaking about the sages. And this is the unfortunate situation of the so-called, that means the poets, especially our poets and our movie makers, they're exhibiting they are showing like that. But Parasar Muni doesn't have any kind of lusty desire. He wants to have a child. That's why, and that too for the welfare of the society. And that's why he made her to have Rutusnana. Sadhya Rutusnana. Immediately she got Rutusnana. And also she was decorated nicely. Immediately. Then there was union with her. Then after that, within that seconds, fraction of seconds, a child appeared from her womb. Immediately there was a child birth also happened. And when that boy appeared, and also he grown up immediately. And he paid obeisances to his mother, And he said, my dear mother, whenever you need, I will be. So you just remember me, I will be coming and so following your order. I am going. So this much. And that boy is nothing but what? He is the Parasara Muni. Sorry, he is the Daipayan. He appeared in that Deepa. That means in the Yamuna, so in middle, there was one so place. It is the island actually. In the Yamuna island, he appeared. So that's why in the Deepa, he appeared and he left that Deepa. From there, he went off. So that's why his name is Dvaipayana. The one who left the Dvipa is known as Dvaipayana. And he's also got the name of Vyasa because Vyasa means dividing. He's going to divide the Vedas. So that's why his name is Vyasa. And Satyavati is also having one more name. One name is Sugandha and another name is Yojanagandha because the nice aroma from her body so goes to the 1 yojana distance. So that's why her name is Yojanagandha. So like this, Parasara Muni, Krishna Dvaipayana Rishi appeared in Mother Satyavati's womb. So then, so from there, so Dvaipayan went to forest for doing austerities. So then after that, she came back to her house. Everything happened within seconds only. And then everyone started seeing the difference in her. Her body is now giving a nice smell, aroma. And her father also became so happy. Otherwise, previously was thinking how to get married. That means how to make marriage for her. Because so fish smell is coming, who will marry? But now that problem is over. So parents have this problem. If girl is having any problem or any defect, it's difficult for them. So to donate to some boy. Nowadays, the value of marriage values also went down a lot. But her father, Dasharaj, so Dasharaj started saying, asking, oh my dear daughter, previously from your body there was fish smell. So that's why you are known as Matsyagandha. Now, from your body, that fish smell is not coming, but from your body, the nice aroma is coming. So from where you got this? And who made so this fish smell to go away from your body? And also who donated? Who made to get this sugandha from your body? Then Satyavati said the whole story. There is Shakti's son Parashar, and he is a great learned man, and I am trying to make him to cross the river. Then after that, so and so he gave the boon, so and so everything he said. So now, if you come to so in the case of Dvaipayan, so Dvaipayan has divided Vedas into 4 parts for the benefit of the entire humanity, and also he divided one more thing, that is Panchama Veda. Puranas and Itihasas are also known as Pancham Veda. After that, he taught these things to different his students. Sumantu, Jaimini, Kaila, and after that, his own son Sukadev Goswami and Vaishampayan. So to Sukadeva Goswami he taught Bhagavatam, to Vaishampayan he taught Mahabharat, and to the Sumantu Jaimini Paila. And for these people, Vedas he taught. In the Bhagavatam also we have seen. So then after that we'll be going to see the next character, Bhishma. Bhishma is the son of the Shantanu Raj, King Shantanu. Shantanu's son is Bhishma, and he appeared. He is also previous eighth Vasu. He was eighth Vasu, and his story is going to come in future also. And this eighth Vasu appeared as a Bhishma from the womb of Ganga Devi. So through Shantanu. Okay, this was the story. Because here in brief, Vaishampayan is saying, then after that, also there is one more. So appearance of now, we are going to see Vidura. In previously, there was one Brahmarshi was there, and his name is Ani Mandavya. This Ani Mandavya, when he was less than, that means 5 years old, so that means anyone does a sin less than 5 years, that is not sin. In that age, that means children, what they do, they will be catching the flies, and sometimes they break the wings and they may do something. Because of that, they don't get any sin. And this Animandavya, that means when he was age, he is not the right age to decide the right and wrong. In that age, I am exactly forgetting, the age limit is maybe 5 or something else. So in that age, if anyone does below the 5 years old, so there is no sin actually. Even the sinful activities are not considered as sinful activities. Then he used to take one time he took the one fly, and from the back, from the rectum of that, he just inserted a small pin like stick. And because of this sin, even he did a lot of austerities, a lot of tapasya he did, but Yamaraj has taken him and he gave a punishment. What is that punishment? There was one, so iron, suli means iron rod, sharp iron rod on that. So from his rectum, so that was inserted. So it came out from the head, from the down to up, like how he did for that fly. So same way, so it was done for him. And this Animandav is very powerful, and he knows the dharma. And here Yamaraj did a mistake actually. What is that mistake? So he didn't consider the life span of the Animandav when he did that sin. So without considering, that means that is not a sin, but he gave punishment. So that's why Animandav gave curse to Yamaraj, Dharmaraj. So what he said, since even I did the unlimited austerities, but you didn't consider my austerities, and simply you gave for one mistake which is done in the age where one cannot decide whether he's doing right or wrong, and for that you gave a punishment, this punishment. So now it is your mistake. So that's why it is a great sin you did. Gariyan Brahmana Vadaha Sarva Bhuta Vadatyataha Tanme Sahasram Mimam. So that's why you did a big mistake. Like that, he gave a curse to him. What he said to Yamaraj. So you have to take birth in a womb of a Sudra. So go. Now you take birth in the Sudra's womb. Like that, he gave curse. Because of the Animandavya's curse, Dharmaraj took in the birth in the womb of Sudra, and he is known as Vidura. That is Vidura. So that means Vidura is nothing but what? Dharmaraj only. And what about the Yudhishthira Maharaj then? Yudhishthira Maharaj, he is also the Dharma Amsha only. But the difference is what? So in the case of, that means Indra is having the all the potencies. That means Indra is having the Vayu potency, Indra is having the Dharma potency, Indra is having the Indra potency, Indra is having the, all the potencies of all the devatas he have. That's why he is a controller. Since he is the controller means he is like a Lord, is the representative of the Vishnu. How the Vishnu is possessing the potencies, various potencies of the all the demigods, potencies are involved in whom? Are in whom? In the Vishnu. In the same way, so king is also so possessing the potencies. That means Vayu potency also Indra is having. Dharma potency is having. So and also Aswini Kumara's potency is having. The dharma potency which is there in the Indra, that took in the form of Yudhishthira Maharaj. So that's why Yudhishthira, and also the Vayu potency, whatever is there in the Vayu Amsha, whatever is there in the Indra, so that took in the form of, so that because of that Bhima appeared. Similarly, so you can understand Arjuna and Nakula and Sahadev. So these five are nothing but one Indra only. That story we are going to hear in the future. And then after that appearance of the Karna appeared from the Kunti. Kunti was the daughter of Kunti Bhoj. Actually, she was the first child of Shurasen, Vasudeva's father. She is direct sister, elder sister of the Vasudev. But Kunti Bhoj and Shurasen both were friends actually, deep friends. They have one understanding. Whoever is going to get the first child, they will be giving to the another one. That kind of strong friendship they have. So Sursen got the first child, and she is Kunti, and she is given to the Kunti Bhoj. So that's why she was grown up by Kunti Bhoj, so she is known as Kunti. But actually, she is the direct sister of elder sister of Vasudev. And Vasudev is having even further sisters also. So one sister is Shishupala's mother is also one sister. So like this. And from that Kunti, because of the Durvasa Muni's mercy, she got the mantra siddhi. Whenever she called that mantra, and by taking the name of any devata, so that devata will be coming and giving a child to her. So out of the excitement she did that. That means after getting the mantra from Durvasa, so she was very young girl, so very young, 12 years like that. Because of that chapalata, so they are very, chapala means uncontrolled, na? That means they are not in stable mind. 11, 12 years old boys or girls, they are very, very flickering mind they used to have. So that's why they has to be properly protected. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is maximum. Then after that, they'll be getting some maturity. They'll be understanding actually. But this is very, very flickering age is 10, 11, 12. So because of that, she just out of curiosity, she tried to check that mantra, and so without marriage, only she got a child from Surya Dev, but she was on that day walking on the her palace, top of the palace, and she saw Surya, and she immediately thought that okay, I will call Surya and I will ask. So then he appeared and he gave a baby. So that was Karna. Then after that, we are seeing the appearance of Karna is also very powerful from the childhood. And he appeared, he was having the Kavacha Kundalas, that means securing earrings, very powerful earrings, and he was very effulgent boy. And he is directly son of the Amsha of the Surya. And he is very, very powerful. So boy. And she was, so threw away him from that. Then after that, appearance of Krishna. Krishna appeared from the womb of Devaki. So through Vasudeva. And Krishna is also glorified. Atmanamavyayam chaiva prakritim prabhavam prabhum purusham vishwakarmanam sattvayogam dhruvaksharam anantamachalam devam hamsam narayanam prabhum dataramajam avyaktam yamatu paramam avyayam kaivalyam nirgunam vishwam anadim ajam avyayam Purushah sa vibhuh karta sarvabhuta pitamaha. Why I am saying? Because the various qualities of the Lord is given. Anantaha, Achalaha, Devaha, Amsaha, Narayanaha, Prabhuhu, Data, Ajanma, who has no birth, Avyaktaha. So who is not having the form and also is having the form, Avyayaha, who is not having any destruction. Kaivalya is who is pure, Nirgunaha, without any modes, Vishwarupaha, Anadi, and who is not having any beginning. So like this, the qualities of the Krishna you can see here. So direct Sakshat, all the qualities of the Brahman, absolute truth are given to Krishna. Krishna is nothing but what? Is the Param Satyam, is being said. So that's why Mahabharati is clearly mentioning who is the Supreme Personality of God. And so Krishna appeared from Devaki and Vasudeva. Then after that, Satyaka from that Satyaki king appeared, and from Hrudika, so from him Krutavarma appeared. And these two are the very experts in the archeries. In the Kurukshetra fighting, total 10 members are remaining. 5 Pandavas, Krishna and Satyaki on the Pandavas side. On the Kauravas side, 3. Krupacharya, Aswathama and Krutavarma. So total, 10. Okay. And now, what about Dronacharya? Dronacharya appeared to Bharadwaja. So that's why, so Bharadwaja Gotriha, Dronacharya. What happened? Bharadwaja, so one time his semen was released out in a cave, in a mountain cave. So this Bharadwaja's semen was spilled out because of the whatever the temperature of the body, or because of the some situation, weather situation also. So it is leaked out somehow. So then in that cave it was leaked out. Then after that, what happened? That semen itself is so powerful that itself started growing, and it grown as so Dronacharya. Actually, some says that semen was kept in a drone. It means drone is a leaf, and from there it started growing, and Dronacharya appeared in the drone leaf. So that's why known as Drona. So that's why you can see you don't need to surprise of the types of the birth without any female with this only just by semen how we can see the appearance of the boy. So these things you can see now in the present era in the Kali Yuga. So all those things are not possible which were there in the Dwapar Yuga. Dwapar Yuga potencies are very different, and now it is different. In the case of Devatas, even very different. I also already said the case of the Devatas, Sankalpa, Drishti, Sparsha, and so Sankalpa, Mantra, next to Sparsha, next to Drishti, and finally, so Garshan. Like this, there are many ways to produce a child. And Rishis also, their semen is so potency, it doesn't need any woman womb also. It can be developed in any place. So like this, even in the fish, you can see Uparicara Vasu semen developed and human beings appear. So that is a power. So then from this Dronacharya, Aswathama appeared and powerful Aswathama. Drishtadyumna appeared from Drupada and from the fire he appeared. So Drupada wanted to kill Dronacharya, so that's why he did a great sacrifice, and from that sacrifice, yeah, after sacrificial charu was mantrita charu. Charu means some rasa. So that was already is appeared in the fire, and it has to be taken by actually by his Drupada's wife, but she was not ready at that time. She was busy in that, but they were not able to. There is no time. So then that was put in the fire itself. Then what happened from the fire only is like fire like Drishtadyumna came. He is also very effulgent and powerful. Yagnasenaha. He is Yagnasenaha and his sister Yagnaseni. That's the Draupadi. So both appeared actually. And that's why since he appeared from the fire, Drishtadyumna is effulgent like fire. And he appeared to kill the Dronacharya. That was a Sankalpana for the Yajna. So that's why is as per Sankalpa, he should be the killer of Dronacharya. And also Draupadi appeared from that same fire. She was very beautiful and Ionija. That means she didn't appear from the Yoni. So we all appeared from the mother's Yoni. But she didn't appear from any Yoni. So that's why she is known as Ionija. We are all Yonijas. So then, how appeared this Subal? Subal is the father of Shakuni. Nagnajit, Prahrad, Prahrad's Shishya Nagnajit. Nagnajit appeared in the form of Subal, and Subal's son is Shakuni. And Shakuni is going to destroy the Dharma. That's why Shakuni is also known as manifestation of Dwapara Yuga. And Subal also gave birth to one female baby, so she is Gandhari, and she will be the mother of Duryodhana. So both are the sisters, Shakuni and Gandhari. They are sons of Subal, son and daughter of Subal. And these brother and sister are very expert in Artha Shastra. They are powerful economists. Duryodhana Syajanani Jagnate Artha Visharada Visharadau. Artha Visharadau. That means they are experts in the Artha Shastra. So then Satyavati was having two children, Chitrangad and Vichitravirya. Chitrangad was killed by Chitrangad that means one Gandharva king who his name is Chitrangad. This Chitrangad, son of the Satyavati, he fought with the Gandharva Chitrangad, and so Satyavati's son Chitrangad was killed in that battle. Then after that Vichitra Virya was there. So this Vichitra Virya had Ambika, Ambalika as wives, but he was also died because of heavy enjoyment. Because of heavy sense gratification, one does, they will be getting the Shaya, TB. One will be getting the TB disease. Because of the heavy sexual intercourses, they will be losing the semen, even male also female, both. And they will be getting the tuberculosis, TB. And he died with that disease. Finished. And there is no dynasty. So then Satyavati called, already her sons said, "Na, mother, whenever you remember me, I will come." Just she remembered and he came, and she requested him to produce, propagate this dynasty of the Vichitravirya. So that's why that womb belongs to whom? Vichitravirya. Ambika, Ambalika, these are the two wives, and they are belongs to Vichitravirya. They are belongs to Kuru dynasty, Shantanu's sons. So they are Kuru Vamshiyas, but their children, Ambika and Ambalika. Ambika gave birth to Dhritarashtra, and Ambalika gave birth to Pandu Maharaj. But they are produced by the Vasudev, but they are belongs to Kuru dynasty. How it is possible? Because it already explained. The field is belongs to whom? Field is belongs to Vichitravirya, Kuru dynasty. So that's why Dhritarashtra and Pandu are descendants of Kuru only. That's why Krishna Dvaipayana Jagne Dhritarashtra Janeshwaraha Kshetri Vichitra Viryasya. विचित्र वीर्य का जमीन में कृष्ण द्वैपायन ने पौधा लगा दिया, ऐसा हो जाता है. So that means if someone came to your field and they planted the crop, and that crop belongs to whom? The field owner or not? The field owner only, yeah? Not that labor who came and planted that. Will it belongs to them? No. So similarly here, they may do work, but that yield is not belongs to them. Similarly here, just Krishna Dvaipayan is engaged to produce a child, but they are belongs to them. This Ambika and Ambalika belongs to, yes, is a property of Vichitravi. So that's a marriage means it's not the gross one. It is very subtle. It's very subtle. It means when there is marriage has happened, there is subtle phenomena also there. Grossly doing sex and then children is produced, then he belongs to him. No. Because of our gross mentality, everything we seek in a gross way. Our buddhi became completely influenced by ignorance, mode of ignorance. That's why we see the gross things. Oh, they both have sex, and this Varna Sankara. This Varna Sankara, no. This is Shastra Sammata actually. Based upon the Shastra, it's a Dharma actually. They followed Dharma in the Dwapara Yuga, that Dharma is there. Elder brother can help to have children in the case of younger brother. This is allowed, and this is a Dharma, and those both are belongs to his father only. And they are belongs to the Kuru dynasties now. They are not now the Parasara's descendants, no. You should not call like that. And then after that, these Dvaipayana also had one more child. Means Dvaipayana produced one more child from the womb of a Sudra Jati Stri. So, and that child is nothing but Vidura. Vidura is expert in dharma because Animandavya's curse. So Dharmaraj only appeared now in the form of Vidura, and that's why he is expert in dharma. Vidura Niti is most famous. It is going to come in the it is going to come in the Udyoga Parva. So Vidura Niti is the very important science. When Dhritarashtra's mind is not peaceful, he used to call his brother Vidura and he will be asking, please tell something so that my disturbed mind will be peaceful. Because always Dhritarashtra's mind is disturbed because of by pampering and by encouraging and by so making happy that the cunning Duryodhan, by that Dhritarashtra's heart is also get polluted because of their association. Because of his bad son's association, his heart get polluted and he feel disturbance. Then immediately he will be asking he will be asking Vidura to relieve him from that. This happens many times in the Mahabharata. You can see this is a good thing. If you see Dhritarashtra did something good, that he always so takes the association of the pure devotee and sadhus, but still he never allow them to change his whole life. No, he's a greedy guy. He has a lot of anarthas. Anyway, next after this, you can see from Pandu, he has two wives, Kunti and Madri, and from them he has 5 children: Yudhishthir, Bhimasen, and Arjun, Nakula and Sahadev. Nakula and Sahadev are twins, appeared from the Madri, and remaining 3 they appeared from the Kunti. But they all belongs to, yes, here also in this also case, there is no physical intercourse between the Kunti or Madri with the Pandu. Because he got already cursed, but still they got children through the Devata's mercy. So, but they all belongs to the Pandu's sons only. Because Kunti is the Pandu's wife. And whatever is produced in her womb, that is belongs to the Pandu. And they are all descendants of the Pandu. It's a pure, actually, Mahabharata is a pure story. And there is no point of any invoking of lust in our heart. This is completely, so you should take it it has a pure story actually, and there is no point of lust in these cases. These demigods are not having any lust with either towards the Kunti or otherwise towards the Mahati. It's not like the human Garshana. It means not because of friction of the rubbing of the skins, these children are not produced. It's not like that. We always think grossly actually. And our mind is always dwelling in these things. So whenever we hear, immediately it goes to the downward direction. Next, from Dhritarashtra and through Gandhari, Duryodhan, Dushasan, Dusaha, Durmarshan, Vikarna, Chitrasena, Vimshati, Jaya, Satyavrata, Purumitra. So like this, total 100 boys appeared, 100 sons. And also, so Dhritarashtra has one more son from a Vaishya woman. So through Vaishya woman, so he got one more son. His name is Yutsu. That means who has very excitement to fight. Iddam kartum ichchati itu yutsuhu. He is excited to fight, and he is also Maharathi, who can easily fought with the 10,000 people. He can at a time fight with 10,000 people. He is known as Maharathi. And who can fight with more than 10,000? Then he is Athirathi. So all these Duryodhan, Dushashan, Dussaha, Dharmarshan, Vikarna, Chitrasen, Vivimshati, Jaya, Satyavrata, Purumitra, and Yutsu. All are these 11 people. They are all very powerful Maharathis. And then after that, Arjun. So through Arjun, in the womb of Subhadra, a boy appeared. He is Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu is very young boy who participated in this Kurukshetra battle, and he left. And he was the most, you can see, a powerful fighter. After Arjun, he is the best fighter. And he just stopped for almost a half day. All the Kauravas, all the team of the great legendaries like Drona, Karna, Aswathama, Prapacharya, all these were simply, so they were not able to stop they were not able to do anything to this Abhimanyu. Such a powerful way he fought actually. And he was son of the Chandra. Chandra was very much excited because all these demigods, they started coming to Earth planet to take birth and to help the Krishna. That means they want to help the Krishna, means they want to participate in this Leela and to crush down the demons. At that time, Chandra was hesitating to send his son. Soma's son only Abhimanyu actually. And Soma is, then Chandra was, he was very much attachment for his son, and he said that my son will be there only for 16 days and he will return back. Because I cannot live without my son. I want to see, that means he cannot be more than this. One Devata year, our 1 year is equal to Devatas 1 night and 1 day. So 16 days means 16 years. 16 months is equal to their 12 hours. And our another 16 months is equal to another 12 hours. So that's why 16 days only he allowed. According to Devata celestial years, 16 days. He allowed his son to, so that's why that is Abhimanyu. Then remaining people are there for 100 years, 100 days, 120 days, like that, more number of days. All remaining all, so many days they stay. From the Draupadi, 5 Upapandavas appeared, through Pandavas, from the Draupadi, 5 for each Dharmaraj, Bhima, Arjun, Nakula and Sahadev. So from all of them, from Draupadi, one son appeared. Those are all known as Upapandavas. They are also very great fighters. And the names of the Upapandavas also given. From Yudhishthir, Draupadi so gave birth to Prativinindya. Through Bhimasen, Sutasoma. From Arjun, Shrutakirti. So from Nakul, Shatanika. And from Sahadev, Shrutasen. Like this, 5 Pandavas. So, and here also, you should not think that one woman with the 5 men. So, what is this? So, this is also, there's a big story there. These all 5 Pandavas are one only, one Indra. Next, from the Drupad, there is one more son, one more daughter actually. First, a daughter appeared. Her name is Sikhandi. And Lord Shiva already gave boon to him. That means when time comes, this girl only is going to become a boy. So then after that, that's why because of the Shiva's blessings only, Drupada got Shikandi girl from the day one. So he prayed to have a child. Then Lord Shiva said that, so okay, you are going to get a boy. Then, but he got a baby girl, baby girl. So then Drupada thought that why Shiva said wrong. What happened? That means Mahadev also is lying. Then he went and asked, then he said, when time comes, she only will become he. So that's why from that day onwards, anyway, she is going to become a boy. When time comes, he has faith on the Shiva's words. And he made that girl, and he grew up that girl and as a boy. And from the day one, nobody knows that. And to the kingdom, to everyone, he said that he got only boy. But actually, she was girl. There was girl, baby girl. So then she grew up as a boy and got married also. It's a story, it is going to come in the Bhishma Parva actually. The second is time. We are going to see that. And then after marriage, she came. That means wife wife has seen, Are, she is also like me only. She is also girl, and I am also girl. And she was very much worried. And she went back to her father's house and she complained there. Then he came with his force. Then after that, he was just waiting, bring your Drupada, you bring your son and show whether he is a male or female. If he is female, then I will be destroying your entire kingdom. Like that he was saying. Then after that, what happened? So that the asked time, meanwhile, this Shikandi girl went to the forest and she was crying. Then there was Karna. He is servant of Kuber actually. Karna is a servant of the Kuber, and this Gandharva, Stunakarna, Karna, Yaksha, he is. Yakshas are the servants of the Kuber. And this Yaksha was hearing the lamentation of this Sikandi. He asked, why you are crying? Then she said the problem. Okay, luckily what? He has, Yaksha is having a facility that he can transfer his male nature to female and he can accept female nature. And then Sikandi, so he gave to that Sikandi, girl Sikandi. So, and he said, this Yaksha, so you go and first you prove that you are male only in front of that your wife's father. Then after that you come back and give me your male nature to my male nature to me back and you take your female nature. Like that he said. And similarly he said, okay, Sikandi, and she took that male nature and she became now male, Shikandi male. And he came. Now she became he because of this Yaksha. And after that, the king came and saw, oh, he's a male and powerful. And he gave scoldings to his own daughter and he left back. Then after by that time what? So Kubera came and he was asking Yaksha, but girl is coming out from that palace which is there in the forest. And king was Kubera was very much worried. And you stupid, what you are doing? Why you became female? And he became so much unhappy. And you left your duties and you are doing here these things. Then you be like this only, like woman forever. Then what happened? So he became woman like that only, and secondly became male. Now female became male. Shikandi. This is Shikandi. So he is also one of the son of, like that. That's Shiva's Lord Shiva's boon. Finally, blessings became true actually. So then next, finally he's saying, in the Kauravas fighting, there were lots of lakhs of fighters came, and it's very difficult. Vaishampayan is saying it's very difficult to mention all the names. It will take this so many years to mention their names. That's why we are not going to mention here. Like that he said. Then Janmeja is asking, okay, my dear Brahmana, Vaishampayanji, what are the names you mentioned already? I am so happy by hearing them and their appearance. But you didn't mention the so many kings who already take take part in this, took part in this battle. There are so many kings. Can you give some general idea about these kings? So how these many kings were killed in this battle, and from where they appeared, and can you give some, at least some idea on these things? So all these great kings who were killed in this battle, Kurukshetra battle. So give us some introduction to them, about them. So like that he was asking. Then Vaishampayan replying to the Janmejaya's question is saying that once upon a time, that means this is a very secret thing. It only Devatas knows, and before that means this battle Kurukshetra. So what was the situation and what the demigods planned? That whole plan I am going to explain to you. So like that, he went to the flashback. Very, that means he went to the Treta Yuga. In that ending of the Treta Yuga, who was there? There was fighting. Already I said. There is junction of the Treta Yuga and the Dwapara's junction. So there was the fighting. Parsuram, Jamadagni's putra, Jamadagni, Jamadagni Nandan, Parshuram, 21 times he took his sword and he chopped off all the Kshatriyas on the entire earth planet. Like this, because at the time these kings were very sinful and weak, and they are the disturbance and they became burden for the society. So only the solution is chopping off them is only the best solution. They were all chopped off. So then after that, what happened? There were no Kshatriyas to produce the Kshatriya. And all these Kshatriya women, they are completely without any offsprings to continue the Kshatriya duties. So then they approach to a Brahmanas to have a child. After the Ritu Snanam, after cleaning themselves, so they approached Brahmanas to have a children. And these Brahmanas were completely free from lust. And also, they didn't have any union with them other than the Ritusnanam. No. That means if anyone do have union with the wife other than the Ritusnanam, then that is illicit sex, adharmic sex, which is prohibited for the grihasthas. So here you can see in this sloka, Tabihi saha samapetur brahmana samshita vrata ritu ritavruto naravyagra na kamat na anruto tatha. That means these brahmanas neither they have lust and they didn't approach or they didn't have any union with that shatranis. So other than the Ritu time, other than Ritusnan. No. So this is, that means in the human society, having sex means only for producing the offsprings, producing the children. Otherwise, there is no use of that. No sense gratification. It is regulated like that. And while doing that, for producing the children, they will be having the intercourse or union, whatever the little pleasure is there, that much is allowed for them. Grosthas. For brahmacharis, that is also not allowed. And vanaprasthas and sannyasis, that is also not allowed. So that's why it is like it's austerity only. Grostha life is also like austere life. Next, when these brahmanas, so they had union with these kshatranis, the thousands and thousands of kshatranis were having the union with these brahmanas, and they, from them, very powerful kshatriyas and boys and girls appeared, and girls also very powerful who were fit enough to produce further kshatriyas. So such a powerful, that means at that time, whatever the sankalpa they take and do that samskara, based upon that sankalpa, so the things used to happen. These brahmanas, not out for the sense gratification, they are uniting with those kshatranis, and they take the sankalpa, so to have a powerful kshatriyas, so that dharma can be protected. So with the desire they had, and similarly, so as per that sankalpa only, the children are produced. So that's why sankalpa should be clear. Whenever the husband and wife, they are going to unite to produce a child, so there should be a proper sankalpa. That means we want to receive a Vaishnava. We want to receive a Vaishnava, and that's why we are going to have this union. With that thinking, they should go for the Garbhadan Samskar. Today only I sent a message. What Prabhupada is saying. Rightly the message also came to us. Very good actually. So I sent in our group. Where is it? Prabhupada is saying, you have to make it public that I am going to have Garbhadan Samskara. It is not a secret thing. It is a ceremony. And then when she is pregnant, no more sex. No more sex means so long the child is there. 10 months, and unless the child is grow up at least 6 months, no sex. That means once you have sex and then abstain for 16 months. This is. And next you want, then on the Rutukala, when our Rutu snanam she does, and one should appear, one should go for that Garbhadan Samskara, and one time they have, then they should wait for 16 months. Like that, any number of times you want, that many children you should produce. If anyone go against to this, they are like a fallen brahmacharis. If you brahmachari go and do sex with any woman, so then it's a fallen or not? Everyone's, and sannyasis, nowadays the sannyasi had this relation, that relation. How you take it very, that means it's very bad, na? The same way grihastha also. But grihasthas, they don't have any checkpoint, and in our communities they take it for granted. One grihastha, what they are doing, who knows? And but they are continued as a big leaders. But they should have atmasakshi. That means they should know Krishna is there in the heart and he is seeing. They should know this actually. And they should not pretend like a great devotees. And they put finger on the other ashrams. Definitely they should, the same rule is applicable for the grihastha also. Grihastha life is not a license for sex. Prabhupada says again and again, marriage is not a license for sex life. No. This is not the license actually. And similarly, yes, for sannyasi taking vow from the childhood, from the brahmachari, years and years, 50 years, 60 years, no sex life. Same way, So grihasthas also. How it is possible? Some comments I heard. How it is possible? Then how the sannyasa is possible? And how brahmacharya vrata is possible? It is applicable for the grihasthas also. So, no, standard is standard. If they are not following, they are also like fallen sannyasis. They are also fallen people. No doubt in that. And maybe nobody is seeing and they can project themselves as a big leaders. And nobody is identifying and then they can give a big comments and sitting on the Vyasasans also sitting on the in front of everyone. They may give big pravachan, but what is the use? They are also fallen. But it is visible here in the case of sannyasi, and that is not visible. That doesn't mean that that's correct. No. Only for that, one should have. So to have a child, one should have the sex life. Otherwise, no. So one time enjoyment, then you have to pay for one children. 25 years you should take care for one children. That much payment you should give. And you should grow up him and you should make him responsible citizen in the society. That much payment should be done for one enjoyment. Of course, that is also not for enjoyment. There should not be, there is no point of enjoyment in that. And no point of any kind of enjoyment in this case. That's completely only it's a samskara actually. Garbhadana samskara. So that means we are the husband and wife, they are cleaning themselves, their heart. So our heart also should be clean. So heart should be clean and womb also should be clean by taking the Krishna Prasadam and by chanting the mantras and like this. So that's a cleaned heart. So then whatever the good qualities you have in that heart, so those will be coming in the child. So very subtle science. It's not just eating and then DNA and RNA, this is going to produce this, that. All these are all what? These are all the combination of the different modes. And these are material science, very deep science. It's not only gross science, it's a subtle science also has its role. And whatever the consciousness of the parents is also decision factor of the type of the soul is being received in that womb. So it's not a just millions and millions jivas are waiting to enter into the womb. Then who is allowed at that time? And whatever the consciousness, even the great people also can have the demons, like in the case of the Kashyapa and Diti. Is a great Brahmana, but the consciousness of the Diti is not at all good. She was fully agitated by the lust and she started having in a wrong time. So, because of this, what kind of children are produced? That is the time and the place, circumstance, and the consciousness. All these factors are influencing the type of children to be produced. If these are all factors are properly taken care, then only you can see the nice children. Otherwise, not simply just okay, we dress ourselves as devotees, and our children also will be devotees. What is the guarantee? Did you see like that? In the Shastra is saying like that, just wearing dress, one cannot become a brahmachari or one cannot become a sannyasi. Similarly, just having the sex, then their children are devotees. Is like that? It's not necessary actually. How in the case of brahmachari and grihastha, just by wearing the saffron dress, they cannot be a pure. You cannot just say external things. See, similarly in the case of the grihasthas also. So that's why you can see the population, how it is produced, that is going to reflect the consciousness of the index actually is the index. But there will be exceptions also. There will be exceptions in the cases of, so everywhere exceptions are there. You should not take exceptions as general rules. Exceptions are there in the case of acharyas. Exceptions are there because of Lord's arrangement also is there. For this fully surrendered souls, there will be exceptions. But exceptions one should not make as a general statement. The science is science. So because of this Brahmana's purity and their sankalpa is to produce a Kshatriyas who can take up the service, and that's why very powerful Kshatriyas were produced. And all are very righteous. Because of these austere Brahmanas, powerful Kshatriyas are produced. From the austere Brahmanas only should come. You might be thinking like that. No, the sankalpa is very important. The sankalpa is different. They want to produce the Kshatriyas. So that's why, so that is the sankalpa what we want to take. It's a very subtle science. If Garbhadhan Samskara is done properly by the proper, so under the proper Purohit, under the proper guidance, if they do properly, then society can be saved a lot. That means if we select a right seed, then there will be a good yield. Right seed is cause for the good yield. But seed itself is a damaged seed. Then how can you expect the good yield? This is not at all possible. So this is the main problem actually. So since seeds are not properly selected, and then after that you try to make the manipulation changing, how much you can change? How much training we can give? So Chanakya says Swabhava is two types. One is Swabhavika. Nature is two types. Swabhavika. Second is Kritaka. Swabhavika means that is coming from the Janma Janmantar. That means from the previous lives. The samskaras which are stored in that heart of that Jivatma. So all are making the nature of that Jivatma. So that is the Swabhavika. Then after that, gurus, after going to the gurus, so ashram and under the gurus, so training, he can get this some nature, that is a kritaka. And now guru is teaching and trying to change his purva samskaras by the educating him. Agnana, Om Agnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalaka. That means teacher is going to change the nature of the student, but how much it is possible? How much it is possible? You cannot make the iron into gold, but something is near close to the gold, then you can make it gold. That means mud which is mixed with the gold, then you can remove out the mud and you can make it gold. But the iron which is mixed with the mud and you are taking, so removing the by mud also you will be getting the iron only, not the gold. It's not a so easy thing. So that's why the building of society depends upon not only just by the teachers, but these teachers are given with the nice children, then teachers can mold up. And that is also includes the factors of the parents, and also parents how they are trained and how they are in control of their urges and what they are desiring, how their heart is pure, how they are, but means by body, by mind, by speech, how much purity they have. Based upon this, the offsprings also depends. And these all boys who appeared from these Brahmanas in the Kshatranis, they're all very powerful and they have their long lifespan. And like this, a powerful Kshatriyas once again filled in the society. So then, under the protection of these Brahmanas' direction, these righteous kings were ruling the society. That means Brahmana Pradhana Samaj. जातं वृद्धं च धर्मेण सुदीर्घेणायु आयुषान्वितं चत्वारोऽपि ततो वर्णा बभूवुर्ब्राह्मणोत्तरा. So all these four varnas or following the direction of Brahmanas. But Parasuram, why he killed? Because at that time Kshatriyas were completely out of control from the Brahmanas. And because of that, they destroyed the whole system. That was the problem actually. The whole society was destroyed by that rebellious Kshatriyas. And that's why he killed everyone. Now everything made into the right direction. So now you can see the society how it was at that time. Abhyagachan ruto nari nakamat nanruto tatha tathaivaanyani bhutani tiryagyo nigatanyapi ruto daramscha gachanti tattatha bharatarshava tato vardanta dharmena sahasra shatajivinah. At the time, there was no union out of lust or otherwise out of the Ritusnana. Anyone have intercourse with the woman, so there is only the purpose is to have a child and without any lust. Abhyagad chan ruto nari nakamat, not out of lust. Na anruto, that means when she was not bathed, so at that time they were not having any union with her. And not even not only the human beings, even the animals also were following this rule. You can see in the case of cows. Cows also, they don't have intercourse every day. They have, that means when the cow get the heat, so then only, so she will be allowing to have, that means intercourse with the bull. Otherwise, she never allow. And also bull also never go. There is always separation is maintained. Even some bulls are rebellious, and if they try to climb on her, she will be just giving a kick and she will be not cooperating at all. That was a restriction. Even in the case of dogs, do you see dogs? They are whole year they are doing the sex. No, only certain periods, only certain durations of the year. In 2 times in a year, they will be having the. So this, that means animals, they are following strictly their rules, but humans are not able to follow. The civilized human, and they are saying it's impossible. Having wife in our house, how it is possible? Prabhuji is saying such a things because we became lesser than the animals, then it is not possible. Dharmena hina pasavis samana. When we became animal, then we cannot have the intelligence whatever the dog is having. Okay, that's lesser than the dog mentality. And this is impractical. What is impractical? What is impractical? This Shastra is impractical. Dharma is impractical. Then this Mahabharata is not meant for the Kali Yuga. The society fallen like that, then that's why it's looking impractical. You see, like this, all the other species also following strictly the rules. Everyone following the dharma. And because of following the dharma, their lifespan is very much increased. Now in the Kali Yuga, we are dying at the age of 45, 50, 55, 60 out. Why? Because of falling of dharma, prayan alpayusha. Because of the falling of the dharma, only the lifespan of the people is decreased. As much as lifespan is falling of dharma is happening, our ability is reduced. So that's why here is saying, Tato avardanta dharmena sahasra sata jivinaha. They were living for the thousands of years. They were having such a lifespan. This is all the story of what beginning of the Dwapara Yuga. Then everyone is full conscious of dharma. And because of following the dharma, there were no diseases, either bodily diseases or mental diseases. Why there are so many mental diseases nowadays? Everyone is becoming psycho. The coefficient of psychoness is increasing, and they want to torture the people, torturing others and becoming happy is a psycho nature. Yes, and this is increasing day by day. If anyone is falling, people will become happy. Wow. So he fell very nice. And anyone is because of this what? Someone's fear they see, someone's pain they see, and they will become happy. This is a psycho nature actually. This coefficient is increasing day by day. The reason is falling of dharma. And not only this, so much anxiety. Children are not peaceful. Elder people are not peaceful. Everyone is disturbed. Lot of anger, lot of frustration, lot of tension, pressure, so many things. Because the reason is falling of the dharma. And so many varieties of the diseases. And even the names are also we are not knowing. This corona, morona, like that, many diseases. These names, diseases are increasing because of what? The simple funda is falling of dharma. Many people they say this reason, that reason. Ultimately, if society should be divided based upon the varna and ashrama, and everyone has to be trained as per their dharma, and they should be made to follow strictly, then society will be peaceful materially. This is a basic necessity for the society. Prabhupada wanted this. Without this, no any social scheme, Prabhupada writes, no political scheme, no economical schemes, no health scheme is going to work. This is a complete solution. So Prabhupada was saying like this in his one of the lecture of the room conversation, is saying like that. So when people are trained based upon their dharma and everyone follows that, then only, and you may say so many, oh, in Kali Yuga, this is not possible, that is not possible, this is, that is. You may say thousand reasons to postpone this program, but you will never achieve any peace and you cannot lead anyone to in a progressive path. It's impossible. Okay, we will do everything by the holy name. Yes, holy name can do, but people already fell into the already whose legs are rotten, and you are trying to make them to prepare for the Olympics. Is it possible? So no. So similarly, they are not in the shape, at least a human shape they don't have. In the heart, there is no human shape. Human shape means human beings have some dharma. So that is not there in the heart. Every minute their mind is always becoming like animal, worse than the animal. Such a animal tendencies are there, and every second they are influenced by that tendencies. If you even try to uplift, what he will be doing? He will be hearing this side and he will be leasing. Nothing is going to happen actually. Nothing is going inside and residing. So this is a great problem actually. At least they have human shape, is human form of dharma if they have. In the Bhagavad also is said, what are the basic qualities, 30 qualities for human beings. Narada Muni is saying to Yudhishthira Maharaj, for every human being, at least these qualities should be there. If those are not there, it's not possible. So, like this, those Kshatriyas were ruling the country so nicely. So, like this, now slowly, Kshatriyas increased and they have taken full control of all the planet. And these Kshatriyas very righteously are ruling the entire planet, and everyone is happy. And these Brahmanas, they became so happy by seeing the dharma, the Kshatriyas who are following the dharma. And in those days, these Kshatriyas, they are completely out of lust and anger. And without any lust and anger, they used to give the punishment. So that means when king give punishment, he should be completely free from the lust and anger and also enviousness. And with that pure heart, he should give the punishment. Many times we give punishment. Highers are giving the lowers out of lot of anger and lot of frustration and lot of lust and so many other things. And that is not a right thing. Punishment will be given to the lower people, inferiors, only to correct them actually. So it should be out is free from lust and anger. So see the Mahabharata is saying, Kama krododbhavan doshan nirasya chanaradipaha dharmena dandam dandyeshu pranayantonvapalayan kama krodat Kama krododbhavan doshan nirasya. They are completely devoid of Kama, Krodha, and any qualities which arise from the Kama and Krodha. Actually, all the Arishad Vargas, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsari. If you see the root is Kama, Krodha. That's what Krishna also says. So, Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, Rajoguna, Samudbhava. That is the root of everything. Other doshas also. So that's why here, these kings are completely free from the lust, anger, and also free from the impurities which come from the Kama Krodha. And with that clean heart, they used to give the punishment. Even some offenders are there. There are no offenders, but still some offenders are there. So they were given punishment like that. So that what is going to happen? There is no reaction for the king. The person whoever is giving punishment. In this way, these Kshatriyas are ruling the society so nicely. And that ruling of society was very much is wonderful. At that time, Indra is also on time. He was giving rains. Rains are the important. Now you are seeing the rains. The symmetry, if you see, is completely disorder. In the summer season, in the beginning of summer, you are getting the heavy rains. And in the winter, in the January, you got 4 times rains in Mayapur. Because of this, many crops are destroyed. All the dhania is finished. They got the fungus because of this rain. In the winter season, rain is very dangerous for some crops. It will be leading to the growth of the different fungus and it destroyed the complete. This is because of adharma. Because there is no society in the dharma, in the cumulative way, all the farmers are crying. And also you can see now the is a hot summer in the month of May. Now you are getting the rains because of heat waves. And this is going to destroy all the paddy. So paddy is there in the lot of paddy is there in the fields now. People they just cut it and put. And now the water is there. Half of the paddies, the what we say piles are filled with the water now. All the paddy is destroyed. What is going to happen? These are the because of what? Irregular rains. Because of devatas are not happy. Because dharma is not followed by the society. So that's why they are given by the Krishna order that if they don't follow these things, then you don't give any rains properly and let them punish. Samuhik karma. but at least some rains and something we are eating because of this Krishna conscious movement is there on the earth planet, and Vaishnavas are chanting the holy name in the different parts of the world, in the different villages and cities. And because of this Sankirtana Yajna, so whatever we are at least able to eat, because the sake of the devotees only, these many rains are coming. Otherwise, even these rains also will not be there. If there is no propagation of the holy name, there is nothing actually. You cannot expect any good in this society. All these scientific artificial rains, nowadays they are trying to have the artificial rains. What is the use of these rains? It's like a sucking. It's like a sucking the uh, blood from the cows in the form of the milk. So these artificial rains, they use using the chemicals, and because of this, one year environment will be polluted actually. Artificial rains are also very dangerous for the future problems in the environment. So then after that, Indra was giving the rains on time. Then all that means crops are nicely they are growing. Lot of sufficient food is there, milk is there, animals are happy, trees, all the different other creatures, everyone is happy and everyone is getting the sufficient food, whatever they the assigned food for them as per the Brahmaji's creation, everyone is getting, and all the entities are fully happy. That means if human beings follow their dharma, then automatically all others also will be happy, other creatures also. Who is the culprit in this nature? Human beings are the culprit. They are creating the problems for all the living entities. Otherwise, other living entities, they never cross their limits. They always follow their dharma. But only because of the human beings, the whole society and whole nature and everything is disturbed. And for that, powerful Kshatriyas are needed. And Kshatriyas should be under the guidance of Brahmanas. And Brahmanas should be under the guidance of Vaishnavas. So that's why Vaishnavas are Paradukka Dukki. They are the most compassionate creatures in this entire creation. When the Vaishnavas are having the compassion and their causeless mercy, when they so start distributing to the society, then Brahmanas and Kshatriyas will be created, and that is going to make the whole society peaceful and happy. This is the mission of Srila Prabhupada. And everyone will become so at least human being, and by the mercy of the by association of these Vaishnavas, they can definitely become pure devotees also. But when the society is fully disturbed, all the time they are in the frustration and they are in the fallen consciousness, and you cannot expect any good progress in them. It's very difficult. The Kshatriyas, they used to give a good amount of donations, and they used to perform the big yajnas, and so that everyone is happy, rains are on time. Brahmanas, they used to do the Vedadhyan. They used to follow they are not leaving their Swadhyaya, Vedadhyan and becoming Sudras. Nowadays, so-called Brahmanas, they take birth in the so-called Brahmanic family and they will become Sudras actually. They have good chance to become a Brahmana. Of course, we cannot say someone is Brahmana just by birth, but they have good chance. But they are losing that chance. They are really excited to become a Shudra and work under the someone as a labor. So for their daily wage or monthly wage. And they left the studying their Vedas, they left the propagating the Dharma in the society, and that's why they're falling in society, fall of this society. And these Brahmanas at that time, Brahmanas were not selling the Vedas. Nacha vikrineta brahma brahmanascha tada nrupa. Brahmanas were not selling the Vedas. Vedic education should not be sold out. You should not make a contract. Oh, my dear student, I will give this, I will take this much money and I will be teaching you this much syllabus. This is bogus actually. Prabhupada says. This contract business will not work in the education. Education should be given freely. And Brahmanas, the boys, students has to become surrender and should humbly serve the Guru and learn this. This was the system actually. Prabhupada wanted to see the implementation of this. And the standards are dragging down such a way. So children are giving the lakhs of, that means their rich parents are giving the 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs per year. That means every month 10,000 rupees, more than 10, 20,000, 30,000 rupees, 25,000 rupees per month. And they used to sit in front of the teacher like just putting their feet on the table. And they are just opening their car and open comment they do to the teachers. These teachers, they don't have any value. They are becoming just a sudra, a labor in front of them. Like dog. Dog is just going for the biscuits and just shaking its tail. Like the teachers' life became like that. We are just these rich boys. They think that we are just throwing our biscuits, and these teachers are like biscuit catching dogs. And whatever we say, they should follow that. This is the nature. This is the culture. Actually, now you are seeing. It's the most rotten culture actually in study circle. So here it is said that Brahmana na vikri. Nacha vikrinate Brahma Brahmanascha tadanrupa. Nacha Sudra samabhyase Vedan Ucharayantyuta. And this Brahminical education was not at all given to the Sutra. That means unqualified people. Now the unqualified people who doesn't follow the cleanly life. That means Dvija means a clean life. One who is cleaned by the samskaras. He is known as Dvija. So samskara means is a process of cleaning. So whoever is clean, and he should be given the Vedic education. Whoever is not who cannot be cleaned by the samskaras, because he is having such an inherent nature. Guna karma is not in that way. So then he is unclean, and for the unclean people, you should not give the Vedic education. Vedic mantra should not be given to them. Then they will be misusing that, and they will be becoming the destroyers of the society. And in that time, how the Vaishyas were there, in that king's ruling, the Vaishyas, they were not at all giving any pain to the bulls. Bulls are given, so not too much overload, not given pain. And they are making Vaishyas, others to plow their land, and also they themselves also started plowing. And they are not at all giving any pain to those bulls. Nowadays, bulls are given so much pain. That means now bulls are also not there. But if you see few decades back, bulls were given so much pain, and they were not at all taken care nicely, and just they were tied to the cart, and they were given the whole day the lot of pain. The foam is dropping from their mouth, and out of greed, human greed made them completely disappointed actually. When bulls are disappointed in this society, the dharma is falling like anything, and all the mental diseases are prevailing in the society. Everyone will become a madman, mental, psycho, demon. And in their family, demons will appear actually. Because of his demonic nature, he will produce demons. And this is the way the society is connected to each and everything. Everything is connected, and everything should be regulated by the dharma. Then only there will be peace. You cannot adjust this society just by your artificial means. You cannot speculate the peace in the society just by your mental speculation. No. The peace and happiness in the society can be achieved just by following this Shastra. There is no other shortcut. If you try to implement the shortcuts, no. Do you think holy name is a shortcut? Holy name is the highest process actually. Taking the full shelter towards the holy name is not a joke actually. And with that spirit chanting is not at all a joke. So that's why this Varnashram Srila Prabhupada says Varnashram Dharma is necessary to make everyone as Vaishnava. And these Vaishyas, another category in the Vaishyas, they will be doing the business. And their business also is very fair. They were not doing the cheating. Now, if you see, there is a lot of cheating while the showing the weight. Cheating. Cheating is involved. 10 grams, 5 grams. So if you keep extra, then what will be happening? Thousands of people, then lot of cheating in accumulation. So there was no very fair transactions they used to happen. And also in that time, Vaishyas, some animals, because of some reason, they were not able to do the hard work. Like the bulls, they became old and they are not able to walk. So nowadays they will be sending immediately to the butcher shops. So Kasai Kana, butcher house they send. And mercilessly their throat is cut. And they were lamenting, they are crying, and they are giving the curse to the society actually. These humans should get more and more sufferings. Like that innocent animals, they are giving the curse, and because of this, so many problems in the society. This unending and unknown problems are coming every day because of their curses. But at that time, the farmer used to, that Vaishya used to take care even the animals which are sick and which are incompetent to do the work. And all are given with the sufficient food and all are maintained. That was the situation. Even nowadays, they are not ready to keep their old parents also. What to speak of the bulls? They are just throwing out from the house and they'll make some small in the villages. In the hot summer, 47, 48 degrees, these old people, because the smell is coming, they are going all the time to the toilet or the urine. So that's why we will be cleaning. So just to keep this some small 4 bamboos, they put on one tirpal, they will be putting on that hard summer, that who gave birth to them, and they are thrown away like that. And just they are rotting and they are struggling in that cot without any proper water, no food, no. And with his wife, nicely AC room, he will be sleeping and throwing the old parents like that. What is really happening actually? Will they be happy? They never actually. The pain, whatever is there, who gave birth and who taken care of them, and you don't want to respect and you don't want to give care for them, then what do you think? Any goodness is going to happen to you? So you'll be peaceful and happy? Never actually. Those will be getting the curse from their parents. Their pain from the heart is going to become your pain in your heart. And it will be multiplied many times. At that time, all the people, so their full focus was on the dharma. And they never look something which is not dharma. No. Karmani cha naravyagra dharmopetani manava dharmamevanu pashyantas chakrur dharma parayana. So everyone should think whether I am doing right thing or wrong. They used to think, and it is a right or wrong. This kind of consciousness was there. Like this, in the time, at the time, people they were all following their dharma as per their varna, and like this, there is no loss for the dharma in that society. And kale gava prasuyante naryascha bharatarshaba pavanti rutushu rukshanam pushpani cha phalani cha. On time, cows were able to give calves, and also woman on time she is going to become pregnant and going to give a birth to a child. And on time, all the flowers, all the trees are flowering and also giving the fruits. So, if dharma is lacking in the society, then all this will not happen. Cows will not be getting the, that means on time, get heated and getting the, that means giving the birth to the calf. And also similarly, woman also is not able to become pregnant after marriage, 5 years, 10 years, no children. It's a barren field. Because of what? Adharma. Because of sin, their sin in the previous sin is cause. So like this, at the time, all the directions, the Satyuga environment is prevailing. In the beginning of Dwapar Yuga, it was like that. So everyone is completely happy. Of course, this happiness is material happiness only, but they are at least they are in the human platform and they are free from the anxieties whatever we have now, which are really obstacles for practicing our devotion. We feel these are all obstacles. We complain these are all obstacles and I am not able to do my sadhana. Those were not there. Like this, and the entire society was happy. At this time, what happened? It was went on like that. So slowly, the asuras who are there in the lower planets, they started coming and taking birth in the womb of these kshatranis. That means dharma started falling down gradually. Then what is happening? Now this is that. That means adharmic husband and wife who have no consciousness of dharma and their womb and their union is the attracting place for the demons. Demons are getting the space to enter there actually. They're all waiting demons when dharma will fall down and we go on the earth planet and we'll do our adharmic activities. They're all waiting in the lower planets. So now, so these started coming up. And not only this, there was a lot of fighting on the higher planets also. These asuras are going to the devatas and they started fighting. And devatas used to defeat them and just throw them down. And like this, these asuras and daityas and rakshasas, they are falling from the higher planets because they are being defeated by devatas. And they are looking for the space and now, so they started taking birth. Like this, gradually, so slowly now, so in that, as the time advances in the Dwapara, so what is happening? Asuras increasing. So many asuras. And they are even destroying the dharma. And even further asuras are getting the scope to take birth there. So like this, adharma started increasing. Then after that, what happened? Then tomorrow we'll see. Okay. Hare Krishna, any questions? Mangala Bhakti methods. Hare Krishna Mataji, your voice is not audible. No. Archana Bhakti. Gala Bhakti. Archana Bhakti. Bhakti.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, many times or sometimes, I don't know, but you are aware of dharma and you may want to follow it, but you are in a situation just like, you have a leader and you have followers. The followers are said, the dharma for follower is to follow the leader. And then if the leader is walking on adharma, then the follower has to do what? If you go against the leader, that is dharma, or so of course the system is to train the leaders, then everything else will be in order. But in between, until the leaders are trained properly to guide the followers, until that time, what should the followers do? Just hear, keep on hearing and meditating, and just keep following the leaders even if they are doing adharma? What is it? I mean, how does it work?
Leaders are doing adharma.
Yeah, yeah.
Leaders are doing adharma means then all the reaction will go to the leaders.
But willingly, knowingly, the followers should just oblige, because the dharma of the follower is to just be to follow the leader. So you should just continue.
Like you
Even
see
though,
the chaste woman. So in the case of chaste woman, if husband is doing any sin, she will never get anything. Any share she is not getting. And husband does any good thing, any charitable thing, then she will be getting the share in that. And a chaste woman, if she does any piety and no share for the husband, and in the chaste woman she got any, that means falling from her dharma. Be she the chaste and but she fell down, then the half sin will go to the husband. This is in the case of chaste. That means, like in the case of Ravana, so Mandodari, she was pure, and because she is a chaste woman. So, if someone leaders are not, that means their husbands are leaders in the case of women. So then that is the responsibility. These are completely willing to follow them, but leader is not taking seriously or not understanding and not following. Then follower cannot become leader, na? That's not good. Like a son, he should follow his father, wife should follow her husband, and also student should follow teacher. If teacher does the wrong, then, and if he is misguiding the innocent students, then all the reaction he has to take, and he will be suffered because of his misguiding. If husband misguides the wife, then he is going to take complete responsibility. So like that, father, like that, all this.
So Prabhuji, so the followers should, uh, if it's a, you gave
They
the
should follow
example of,
their dharma. Follower should
that's the
follow the
point.
follower dharma.
Regardless of whether the leader is doing dharma or adharma, just following them will be the
Their
followers'
dharma.
dharma.
They should not replace the others' dharma.
Then what is the point of followers learning about what is dharma, what is adharma, if they have to simply follow their leader?
They should know I should follow my leader. That is dharma. They should learn.
And,
Otherwise, they'll become
what about
rebel.
why exactly? Then what about all the other things that Shastra is saying the leader should do this and this and this? Then the follower should not hear all that.
They are also leader, na? It's not that the mother is leader for the children. You are not the only the follower. You are leader for someone. You are follower for someone. You are equal to the someone. Many are there.
Yeah.
Who is the leader for the small babies at the age of 5, 6? Mother is the leader. Who is the leader for the house? Household activities. Mother is the leader. Wife is the leader. So now today is a student and tomorrow is a teacher. And he is the leader. And today is a son, tomorrow is becoming a father. Then he is the leader.
He'll go and learn from his gurus in Gurukul, right?
Yes. If we don't discuss activity, what do you want to say?
Why should we discuss all this if there's no role that we have to play?
Why do you think like that? You are putting water on the vast, vast, vast is complete idea and formation.
No, I'm talking about the followers. The leaders, of course, they have to follow and hear. And
There are, how can you say its leader is not a, your follower is a leader and leader is also follower somewhere.
yeah,
He is a leader for the students and I am the follower for my guru.
yeah.
Are if we don't discuss problem, when will be then what is the hope then? Then what is the hope? Then everything will fall down. If some house is burning, anyways, the everything is going to be to the ashes. So why I have to like that? You live. If someone is struggling, some accident happened, he's bleeded so much. Anyway, let him die. Anyway, he's going to die. Why I have to? Already so much blood is gone. Like that, you live.
I don't know if you're getting, I think you're getting the point. Basically, you know what is right, but you're forced to do wrong because that's your
I'm
dharma
saying,
to do wrong.
you have to follow your dharma. Sorry. You don't need
Yeah,
to replace others' dharma. You should not
but
take the dharma of your husband, or otherwise dharma of your guru, or otherwise dharma of your leader, whoever.
yes, ma'am.
Mandodari is not going to kill the Ravanas.
No, but there's always, she's always correcting her husband, right? Telling him, don't do this, and there's always,
She has rights. Karaneshu Mantri. At the time of the marriage, they recite this mantra. So marriage is a education actually. Without telling the meanings of the marriage mantras, what is the point actually? So there is a marriage in a general, that means in the Vedic marriage, just like there is a worship of demigods and so on so. But there is a marriage for the devotees. Also, the values, dharma is being taught. We are bringing the two people together, and also it is explained, Shastra is explaining nowadays, from now onwards, you have these duties with this towards this person, and also you have these duties towards this person, and everyone should follow them. Then that is human society. On top, Vaishnavas, even more, far highly matured entities in this whole creation is the Vaishnava actually, who are very sensitive for all these things, who never cause for the disturbance in the society. No, Vaishnava never allow the disturbance in the society. No, never. He never reject the Shastras. Even he is in the higher platform, he just to set an example, he will follow the lower Shastras only to set an example. And he will never cause for the disturbance in the society. He will never agitate the society. That is the maturity of a Vaishnava. Premature Vaishnavas, they think that, oh, I know this philosophy and what is the need of this and that, and I will break everything and I am going to establish social. Then Sahaji I could. Mangala Bhakti Mata. Mataji, your mic is not working. Mani Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। अभी जस्ट आपने ये बताया कि शूद्र यदि जाति जन्म से शूद्र है और यदि वो वेद पाठ करता है धर्मज्ञ तो वो इक्वल टू ब्राह्मण ही है। तो जो ये विदुर जी थे तो इनको ब्राह्मण क्यों नहीं कहा जाता? ये तो बहुत बड़े धर्मज्ञ थे और सभी नीति पाठ इनके बहुत बड़े बड़े हैं। तो प्लीज प्रभु जी थोड़ा सा एक क्वेश्चन है। वैसे तो उनको शाप था अणि मांडव जी का, तो वो एक अलग बात है, लेकिन जस्ट
So, in the case of Vidura, he took in the womb of Sudrani.
right.
But he was given the post of minister, which generally the Brahmanas they get. He is a royal counselor. He was minister, because of his education. He was given that position in the royal court of the Hastinapur. So in that way you should see, based upon the qualities he was having, Dhritarashtra used to take counseling from him because he is a counselor. Did they say you are Sudra and you should go out from our palace? They say you took birth from a Sudrani, they say that much. But did they say you are Sudra, you are the lowest in the mankind? Did they say anywhere?
जी प्रभु जी, एक थोड़ा सा एक अलग हटके एक प्रश्न हमें नहीं समझ में आ रहा था कि भागवतम का मूल पाठ क्या है। हमने पढ़ा आज तो हमको नहीं, प्लीज प्रभु जी थोड़ा हिंदी में बता दीजिएगा।
पाठ माने जो श्लोक है उसको पढ़ना।
कौन सा श्लोक प्रभु जी?
भागवत का श्लोक जिसका है उसका मूल पाठ वही होगा।
अच्छा, दूसरा वाला मतलब फर्स्ट अध्याय का दूसरा श्लोक, फर्स्ट कैंटो के फर्स्ट अध्याय का दूसरा श्लोक, राइट प्रभु जी?
श्लोकों, केवल श्लोकों को अध्ययन करना, पाठ करने को मूल पाठ बोल। श्लोकों
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, जो संस्कृत में श्लोक लिखे हैं उनको पाठ करना मूल पाठ कहलाता है। जी प्रभु जी। अच्छा प्रभु जी, एक चीज और थोड़ा सा, वेदांती किसे कहते हैं?
जो वेद का अंत को जानता है वही वेदांती है। वेद का अंत माने वेद का सार, वेद का सार को जानने वाला वेदांती हो।
जी प्रभु, थैंक यू प्रभु। हरे कृष्ण।
Yes, Mangala Bhakti Mataji, final chance for you. Did you correct your mind? Okay. Unfortunately, it is not corrected. Thank you very much. Any questions on chart? Acha, she wrote on the chat box. Hare Krishna Prabhuji in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.6.37. Vyasmuni is mentioned as Vasu is the son of Satyavati. What is the significance of the name Vasu? Is also another name of Satyavati. That's all. Also recently uploaded lectures in YouTube. How? Acha. Okay, we will add the numbering actually. Or adoption is busy. I will add in. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. Ananta Koti Vaishnava